So I did this so a lot of you guys didn't have to, and let's just say it's freaking insane with the results. But welcome back, you guys. Blade here, and I'm gonna be doing another video of DUET Night ABYSS. And inside of today's video, guys, y'all already saw the title. We are doing a Daphne build, which this one is still kind of like an early build to me, mainly because I'm still unsure if I'm running her correctly here, and I'm still unsure on some of the demon wedges. But if you guys do of course want to go ahead and copy and get a decent result, you will very well be able to. So you'll learn everything you need to know, weaponry, introns and everything here. And alongside of this type of what's it called, showcase, it is also an Intron showcase. So let's just unveil it right now. As you guys can see, we have her at Intron VI here, and before everyone says he swiped, I will tell you one thing. I did swipe once at the beginning of the game. I forgot that she was a starter character, so I bought her thinking I would need her immediately for my psyche, and I found out in the story they give us one as well. So me being a dummy, which I shouldn't have ended up buying that last one, we got of course her I1 very early. As for the rest of these guys, we got these from pure grinding. So for some of you guys who probably don't believe that a little bit, every character can be gotten pretty much in like 20 runs, maybe 22 if you're unlucky somewhat. But for me, it's been like 20 to 15 usually, right? So we can go ahead and take, for example, Brandy, got him in 22, Sybil got her in 17, sorry, Rhythm in 23, and of course some of my other characters, if I had some of their shards on me, you guys would also be able to see that we've gotten them very early. So the same thing can be said for this character. We got her at 98 with the dupes itself. If we take this into account and put every last dupe counting as 20 runs, we technically hit full pity, I would think, because of course 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. We did get a little lucky getting one of them, but still, hey, that is pretty darn nice. I would say we got her fully done here. And with her Introns, she becomes an actual problem. So her Intron 1, going ahead and explain how this does. She has damage dealt increase here, which is going to her and her allies, and this is whenever she uses her healing move. Her Intron 2, inside this healing move, whenever we get one of those green little dots, talking too fast, gosh. Whenever we get one of the green dots, we now can generate, instead of 2, we can generate 3, which is great, which is awesome to see. And then we have these two that helps out both of them, or at least this one that helps out our pluses for the skill itself. Number 4 allows us to get sanity back. Number 5 increases our skill level again. And then number 6, which is the big one, makes it so purification formula, aka when she uses the heal on us, what we get, we now can deal enemy damage or deal damage to the enemy, and they'll be designed or at least stuck with decay formula, which keeps them binded. And this is also coming from her ult as well. And then whenever she's doing this, she will gain 1 stack of increased damage dealt by 7% for 12 whole seconds, and this can stack up to 3 times. Now it can only be triggered every once per second, so after a second passes, we'll get another stack, meaning technically we can get around 21% damage dealt, and we can get some major damage off of this. So that's a huge deal. I wanted to show you guys that first, and now let's talk about the skills. So for this character herself, she scales off of course max sanity, skill range, duration, efficiency itself, and a lot of this is going to be very helpful. But I also put resolve on her because she's going to be going with psyche. So for the demon wedges, we're using something like this where we have not a real final build just yet, but a decent one. For those of you wondering why I have my tolerance this high, it's because I actually ran out of my tracking slots, so I don't have many of those to really give up right now. So currently they're just there, so do keep that in mind. But we're using of course resolve, standfast, volition, 2 eternities, which is helping out our duration and our sanity, uplift to give our teammates extra damage dealt, and then wildfire giving us that skill damage, animo attack, and skill range, with inspiration helping us out in sanity and skill efficiency. Now granted, I want to get this upgraded so then we'll be able to actually to give her a little bit more than she needs, but currently this is what we have to deal with. As for weaponry that I'm currently using here for her, we aren't using her melee weapon, which her dedicated one that I think a lot of you guys will want to go ahead and use is going to be this one, but we're not using this weapon here. In fact, we're going to be using her ranged weapon, which can vary from 2 different ones. The one I currently use the most is this one because it gives it skill duration as well, which is always great for our character. But you can very well use the Flamethrower, which helps out with trigger probability, allowing us to actually get more of these bonus buffs, which could be very, very helpful. I've currently been trying them both out, and I'm not sure which one I like best, but this is definitely the one that I've been using a lot. Demon wedges on the weapon themselves, of always, I have not started to hardcore optimize any of my weapon demon wedges, just because this stuff is where I'm gonna have to be really picky with what I put on. Right now I'm not too worried about it, so this is what we got. So immediately we're going to show this off in two different ways. We're going to show this off versus a regular boss, and then we're going to show this off inside of the in-game mode at Act 11. So let's get straight to it, you guys. The team that we are using obviously today is going to have Psyche. We're going to use Truffle and Daphne together, and man, I love this here because beforehand we just got to play a little bit of something on him. Had to play a little bit of music on him real quick, but let's go ahead and get straight into it here and see what we can deal. Now remember, we are able to get 7% damage increase every 12 seconds, or at least every second here technically. So let's go ahead and pop this on off and see how fast we can really do this. But we have to stay by her, because by staying by her, we're actually able to deal way more damage. Now, see, that was less impressive. Oh, nah, I want to redo that because I want to show you guys how fast really we can do this. And the boss decided to immediately proc our ult, which is so annoying when they do that. But the amount of damage we can just crank out is actually kind of crazy. So immediately here, let's pop this and then stay in the area, because immediately if you're paying attention to the health bar, he's gone. He's deleted that quick. And it was freaking great. It was around 12 freaking seconds, man. It's too freaking cool to see. And that was actually with her having this weapon right here. So that was with the trigger probability. It wasn't even with the other weapon that I've been testing the most out of, and that was with the, what's it called, the one for skill duration. So we're gonna try the skill duration one real quick and see who clears faster. Hopefully I can not mess this up, because of course I do know I mess these up sometimes. So let's see if we cannot mess it up. Let's put on the armory here. Once again, I said it, I do feel like she can go either way with either one of these weapons. It just depends on what you really want to have done here. But that was the trigger probability. Let's go ahead and see if we can do this again, either even faster or around the same time with the other weapon. And then we're going to show it off inside of the in-game mode here. But pop this on off here. Use this. Oh, dang it, man, they weren't even with me this time, so I have to actually summon real quick, get them resummoned, and put this on here. Hopefully we can deal some crazy damage. That is what I'm hoping. I want to see us deal some insane damage here, but we have to of course take in mind that not all of this is always going to be the same. So we're going to stay inside our little circle, and obviously you guys can see we clear a lot slower with this. It's still good. We still got some nice clears off of it, but it was a lot slower. So once again, this could go either way. That was 15 seconds. The last one was 12 seconds. So you could either go with the trigger probability, or you can go ahead and go with this. It's honestly up to you, but I'm probably going to stick with the trigger probability here. But now we've done those, let's go ahead and show her off in immersive theater and see if we can do even more damage to these guys here. So immersive theater once again has 3 different sets: classic, featured, and repertoire. Repertoire is probably the hardest one that I'm still stuck on Act 12 for, because these guys are really, really strong. But let's go ahead and change her weapon to this one here and see if we can deal some crazy damage. Now, I think we got this. I think we can at least get to maybe trial 3 out of this. Beating this whole thing is just way too strong. It's way too hard to freaking do for me currently. I don't know if that's just a skill issue, but I'm gonna try to cope and say no, it's just overtuned. Let's go ahead and do this here and take out these bosses. Now we want to stay in the area that Daphne is actually doing things here, so let's go ahead and just stay right here and just get some shooting in. And as you can see, we're still cutting them down pretty easily. I think it might be better to just get in the middle here. So let's see if we can get in the middle. Daphne comes on up here and we're able to get some nice buffs while still doing a lot of damage here. But getting in some nice buffs here, getting in all that lovely damage. We're doing pretty darn decent. We have our damage bonus looking nice. She did it again, so now she's binding people still, and we get to just sit here and kind of just monopolize off that binding here. which is always cool to see, because really things like this, especially for Daphne, is just awesome. We're able to, of course, do whatever we want and pretty much not have to worry about it. While she's over here getting us the trigger probability that we do need, we're easily just doing whatever we need to do as well. So not bad, not bad. I do think though, as we're going through this, I don't think it's going to be enough to actually end up winning this here. Now we have a lot of buffs in front of us, but I don't believe it's going to be enough here. But let's get into the crowd, just sit here into the crowd and try and see if we can get her to pop our ult in the crowd again. If she can pop the ult in the crowd, it's just going to keep them still, and we just get a lot of sparklies and stuff like that, just dealing a ton of damage. But I think she's about to pop the ults soon again here, so see, hopefully she doesn't. We got to get them off her though, because she's not going to perform it if we are not able to get them off her. But they're all still once again, and we get to just go ahead and continue just dealing as much damage as possible. We found a nice little corner though that we can just sit here and just farm up some damage, so always cool to see this, and continue just ripping everything that we can rip here. But right now we're at at least at 90 out of 120, which is happening pretty quickly. So I will say it is a genuine increase on the amount of damage that she has. Plus with the build that we're doing, it's kind of insane. But immediately just doing this, looking some things up here, we're down to 16 seconds, or I think it was 13 seconds. So obviously that's cutting it close. The rest of this is just going to be a little bit of a skill diff on my character here, but hey, what more can we do? We can only do so much here, which is perfectly fine here. But I gotta say, decent damage going on immediately thanks to Daphne, and we're just shredding things. We get to sit here and just shred away and knock out everything we need. Now the problem is I can't tell which guys are really giving the most defense here. I know this dude here is just taking ages to die, so I think the lit up ones need to just stink and go, because I do know at some point they are enhancing those around them. So that might be our main issue of why it takes so long to kill some of these dudes here. But being able to at least shred these guys on down is always a freaking cool treat. Just seeing it right here. Look at this, man. This is pure freaking damage, and each time she pops this, they're getting stopped. They can't really stop themselves from getting stopped here, and we're able to just monopolize and get all the damage we really need here. So pop this off. Oh, these big ones are back now, so I would like to kill this guy. I do think he contributes way too much to the enemies here. Let's pop that one on off. He's killing it. I'm very much so surprised. Oh wow, okay, so we cleared that. I genuinely did not think that was going to be a clear. I've never gotten this far, so I guess the build is working. The build is dang well working, so kind of insane. I did not expect to see that. Can we clear this whole stage due to this? We might be able to clear the stage due to it. Like, silver dudes are back, so we gotta of course kill them off first. Kill these dudes because they're giving too much hope to the enemy, and that's going to be the hard one, because of course they're going to just sit here and bash everything the entire time. All right, boom boom, killed all those dudes. Let's see if we can continue shredding them on down. Shredding a few down here. Thunderstorm is back. We got to get rid of this guy. And hold on, ults popped. Okay, we're looking still decent. Around one. Oh my god, we're still like chopping them down too. This is actually really good. I'm surprised as much. I'm genuinely surprised, because I did not think we'd be able to deal this much damage, and we're dealing a lot better than what I thought beforehand. So this is cool. This is genuinely cool. Hold on, this is actually a freaking awesome thing for once. Wait a minute, can we clear this? It is gonna be close. I don't think we can, but if we could, that'd be cool. Let's see. Let's see. We're at 139. We can't clear it, unfortunately. But hey, 36 out of 160. That's freaking great. That's awesome. I'm surprised. That is really awesome. All right. So if you guys did like this, what's it called? Like this showcase, be sure to let me know down below in the comment section we did a lot of damage with our battle stats. It's just insane how much time that was just going through. But you can see the damage delta she has, which is actually pretty decent for the buffs that she's getting and the buffs that she's giving. And then you can immediately see our damage just from pure being buffed. So this is freaking awesome. I can't wait to try and refine this build even more so. And till next time, everybody, peace.